you guys, it's Shanda Sumpter. I'm super excited to be here. Unfortunately, we were not able to get Yvette online with us this morning, so I apologize for that. That's really unfortunate. But with that being said, I am going to talk to you about how 3 women absolutely transformed their lives because of sales and service. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So hi, Wendy McKenna. I'm going to call you today because I'm going to be off having some fun for Christmas holidays. And I want to have some more fun with my son. Hi, Carrie Ann. Hi, Paige. Hi, Carla. Hi, Annette. Hi, Yvette. We wanted to have you. Kim, Abigail, Mary, Ann, Kim. Good morning. Hi, you guys on Instagram. Okay, so unfortunately in the world of technology, we were not able to get Yvette on with me today. That we wanted to interview her around how she's been able to basically create abundance out of nothing and what's been her formula in her mind and in her actions to create that. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that interview. I apologize for that because we could not get her online. We tried until 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock last night and it just didn't work. So I'm going to shift gears and do what all entrepreneurs do, is problem solve. So early this morning, 3 a.m., ding, my eyes are open and I'm sitting there looking at my son in my bed, hugging and kissing him, and looking at my husband looking like he's a mummy. He sleeps like this, you know, in bed. And my mind started just going with just such gratitude. And yesterday I made a decision when I found out that we couldn't have Yvette on, and I wanted to share with you guys 3 women who have really inspired me, and I think they're going to inspire you. And those 3 women are Kate, Crystal, and Jean. Kate, Crystal, and Jean. They are, if you are one of our clients at Pace Club, you've met them. If you're a marketing master, you know who they are. They've become great friends of mine, and they also work for our company. And they're the coaches that speak to people and see if they're a good fit for us to help them. If they are a good fit, then they make them an offer to join. Usually it's Pace Club or List Power. So the reason why this is important for you to know is that you're not at a disadvantage to creating any amount of abundance that you want. And I'm not just talking surviving. I'm not even talking good motivational talk right now. I'm saying you're not at any disadvantage to make any amount of money freedom, time freedom that you want. I'll prove it to you. So these 3 women, let's just take Kate for one. Kate literally started as my nanny and super powerful woman, but she felt that she was at a disadvantage in life because she was so young. And you know, I remember feeling that when I started business. I remember thinking that I wasn't old enough, I wasn't smart enough. I mean, I always felt, I don't know if it was being a woman or just being really young, but I always had that thought process where I felt like I was too young when I started, and that everybody, you just need more clout or more wisdom to be able to be influential, which we know today is not true. You see people like Caleb online and these, like, you know, 18, 17, 16-year-olds who, you know, are building $500,000, $1 million businesses, you know, through the internet and through YouTube and Facebook and all these things. And so that's nothing short of just brilliance. And so some people have brilliance early. I think Kate does. But she felt like she was at a disadvantage. She could not sell. She was horrible at selling. She was great at coaching. She always coached her friends and was great at coaching, but she was young. In addition, she had all of her friends come up against her saying, "You're working all your best years away. You're working all your best years away." The reason why they were saying that to her is because she was working 5 to 7 days a week to figure out how to get good at coaching, selling, her leadership, all of that type of stuff. How do you know when somebody is a good fit? How do you know when they're not a good fit? She had to learn a lot of behavior marketing. Like she just had to learn a lot. You know what I mean? Like she just had to learn a lot. She went from like high school to college to in the workforce, and in our company where it's full. I mean, we don't just grow by 10% a year, we double in size right now every year. So my point in sharing all of that with you is that Kate now, you know, sitting where she's at now, she's, you know, she just received her biggest check ever from our company because she's been able to master inside of a very short period of time, like really about half a year, she's been able to master her leadership and her ability to sell. Now, let me go to Jean for a second. Okay, so Jean was in the anesthesiology world, like going in, being flown to different hospitals and doing anesthesiology as people are going under for their surgeries. I mean, she was at the top of her game in that. And she felt I don't know if you've ever felt this, like she felt a missing component. She felt like there was more for her life than that job. And so when she actually was a client of mine, and I'll never forget, she had hired me for a VIP day, and I went to the bathroom, and in the bathroom I started thinking about her, and I was like, I just feel like I want to make her an offer to work for our company. Like, she's just that good. And it's hard to make somebody an offer that just spent $15,000 to work with you for the day, and you're actually going to offer them to work for you. It could be taken wrong, right? It could definitely be taken like, I don't believe in her. That's why I'm making her an offer. She can't be an entrepreneur. It was none of those things. She was so good that I knew that I could provide her one hat to wear for the rest of her life to rock it out in our company. So she went into coaching with me. I mentored her in coaching. She's a phenomenal coach. She today is now my right hand inside of Heartcore. And then I taught her sales, and she was so bad at sales. She was great at service, so bad at sales that, honestly, I mean, I just blew through a lot of money, a lot of being able to help a lot of people, because she was more concerned about being liked and being kind and being in service than she was to holding people to the line of making a decision to change their life, right? Like, we can all pray for a great opportunity, but let's be honest. Half of us, if that great opportunity landed in front of us, we would have some level of hesitation on either paying for it or taking advantage of it, or we don't have the time for it in our life. Like, let's just be honest, right? Like, there's all these beautiful dreams we have, but when it comes down to landing on our plate, there's a lot of considerations on whether or not we're ready to take it, if we can afford it, if we can figure out the money for it, whatever your thing is. I mean, I'm the exact same way, right? As we're stretching, I've just learned that when I pray for the opportunity and I get into committed action, when it lands on my plate, I work it out to make it happen. I don't leave it there and have a missed opportunity, right? So, and many of you guys are the exact same way. So Jean today has 80 people who are enrolled in our PACE Club alone. I mean, 80 people. I mean, I know entrepreneurs that I train that haven't been able to put 80 people in a program, and they've been training with me for 2 years, right? But it's not because, some of them 3 years. It's not because they're not great entrepreneurs. It's not because they're not getting the right amount of coaching or the right formula. It's because they're not as hungry as Kate and Jean. They're not as hungry as Kate and Jean. You see, Kate and Jean and Crystal are writing their own check for life. They're making a huge difference through being in a position that they can coach, they can sell, they can transform people's lives, they're in enrollment. Sales and service go together hand in hand. They will not make offers if they can't help someone. I see the roster of people that they don't make offers to. I see that, right? And I ask them, why didn't you make an offer? And they'll tell me why they didn't make an offer. And they're legitimate reasons. They know who our avatar is, on who we can actually really help succeed. But my point is they were hungry. Like they look, when Jean works 7 days a week, and I'm not advocating that you work 7 days a week. I mean, I'm about to take a whole month off. We're coming up to December right now. I'm about to take a whole month off of work. And I like to take the last week of every month off. But, I had another client who messaged me saying that she's working 8 to 10 hours a day, and she actually thinks that that's hard. Like, that's a push. I work 10 hours a day, every day, Monday through Friday. That's my schedule. 9 to 10 hours a day, and then take the last week of the month off, and then take the month of December off. And I take weekends off, right? But when you look at like what I did to grow this company, or what Jean did to be an insanely great coach. I mean, she went through our leadership program. She went to PhD in leadership. She's had seasons where she did work 7 days a week for like a month straight, right? And I never heard that woman complain. I never heard her complain. Her husband may have heard her complain, but I didn't hear her complain. All she kept doing is, I know there's a breakthrough for me. I know I can help these people. I like when you talk to someone and they don't say yes to you and you know you can help them and you let them go, you know, that's not a stand for the change that the Dalai Lama talks about in the world, right? That's called, I folded because it was too hard, or I didn't want to seem pushy, or I didn't want to fill in the blanks, right? This is why for our Black Friday sale right now, I literally launched a training program that Jean and I do for just our clients called Sales Team Authority. And that's where we actually, it's the same way that I trained Jean, Crystal, and Kate how to actually become great at service and sales, because you need both of them to be really good, right? Service makes the connection, clarity, power, and sales is taking a stand for people to actually go after what it is that they want. Because when that thing you prayed for lands on your plate, telling you, you have all the considerations in the world on why you can't move forward, and you got to work through that, right? So sales is someone helping you hold you accountable to your dream. But my point in that is that Sales Team Authority is something that Jean and I have coached our clients on, and we've trained them to be really good at sales, but we've also trained a salesperson or a few salespeople on their teams how to sell their products and services. So for our Black Friday offer, we actually offered that as a give to the world. I think for $99, it's so inexpensive. If you want that, you can go to helpmeshanda.com/Black Friday. On Instagram, it's in the bio. Facebook, it's actually in the description. But that's not the point of me sharing this with you. The point of me sharing this with you is whatever the challenge is, like what are you struggling with right now inside of your business? And whatever that is, you cannot enroll yourself that thing is real. Like, could you imagine if Kate would have enrolled herself in the fact that she was too young? I mean, she wouldn't be flying home to go see her family for the holidays with a full bank account, right? Jean, I mean, 80 sales, 80 enrollments inside a Pace Club, that's insane. That's incredible from a woman who knew nothing about the coaching industry when she started, right? Was horrible at helping people make a decision and cross the line originally. And now she's our top trainer inside of Hardcore and our top coach that helps walk people across the line on their commitment if they want us to help them grow their business. Then there's Crystal. Crystal is a client of ours, and she also works inside of our company. And Crystal was shy. I mean, she was so shy. I mean, honestly, I mean, maybe you've had this before, or maybe you know somebody like this. You know somebody who has so much power inside them, but they just give up all their power when another powerful person comes around them. I mean, that was Crystal. Crystal had all the intention in the world to make a big difference in the world, and part of that is being able to sell, right? She could serve, all three of these women could serve, right? But they couldn't all sell. In fact, none of them could sell when they first came to Hardcore. They really had challenges in this area. And Crystal came to me, and she's been a client for a while. She's never made insanely great money. She's had a couple pops and moments of success. And so one of the things we like to do is we like to go and train them in Sales Team Authority and give them, feed them opportunities to be able to talk to people and that are reaching out to see if they want to coach with us. So Crystal, I think Crystal has 40 enrollments. And I'm being really transparent with you guys right now. Those 40 people who Crystal walked across the line, first of all, she's always loved people. That's never been a problem. She just hasn't always been able to get through to them, to hold them accountable through the fear that's coming up on why they're not taking action in their life, right? And so, I have a picture on my phone, which Instagram is running on right now. I have a picture of Crystal, and I will forever keep this picture, and it's her holding up her last check, saying, "I've never had a check this size before, thank you." And the check is awesome, but it's just a measurement. It's a measurement because money doesn't make you feel more confident. All of that's not true. I can show you a shy, wealthy person, right? It doesn't make you more confident. You know, there's some people who are born into a lot of money and they don't have any confidence, right? It's the confidence comes from doing good work. The confidence comes from doing good work. And when you can learn how to get out of your own way and actually serve somebody, right? So before you can ever make an offer and sell, you have to make a connection and serve, right? A connection, it always is connected with currency. So if you have a breakdown in connection, then currency doesn't flow, right? If you write emails or do videos that don't connect because you're trying to be so perfect, then what happens is you don't have currency that flows. So then you could be doing a lot of work to try and build your business, but currency just doesn't flow. And that's because you haven't gotten real yet. You haven't been willing to share the real part of you and how you think, what you say. I mean, there's people who criticize me on how I speak, and sometimes I swear. And I am trying to get the swear words out of my language. I really am. But you know, there's people who will, I've had people actually say, I can't work with you because you swear, right? And it's like, it's okay. It's just, it's the only way I can express myself right now based on my level of personal development on where I'm at, right? I strive to be at a level that I don't have to swear anymore, but I get passionate about things and these words come out of my mouth. And my point in sharing that with you is my audience connects with that. Right? The right audience connects with that. They understand me. They understand the passion. If I was to hide that and try and be perfect, the connection would be broken. And when the connection's broken, then there's no currency that flows. So I just want to make you aware of, where are you pretending like things can't work out for you? Right? Where are you pretending that things can't work out for you? And what if you were to just let that go and get fixated on what it is that you're trying to create? Now, I don't believe that sales without service is a great way to sell. I think that's manipulation. And I think you have a high fallout and chargeback rate. I recommend that you learn how to sell from a standpoint of connection first and service first and making a difference first, and then learn how to make offers that are really strong off the back end. Then your leadership has got to be really strong. Everything comes down to that. Because I know for me, the only people who can lead me are very strong leaders. And the reason why is because I have a very, very, very strong resistance inside me. And so I've gotten very good at letting it go. But if I don't believe that somebody can lead me, I won't drop the resistance, right? So I believe that this is the way that God has us partner together on this planet, meaning that if you're willing to do your part, the keyword willing, to surrender your limiting beliefs forward to a mentor on the other side, then together you guys can overcome any hurdles and get to the result that you want in life. And for most of our audience, you are a mentor or a coach or a consultant or a key leader in the real estate industry or even retail or network marketing. You are a leader. And so you are the connection point for a lot of people to walk across the line, which means that your leadership has got to be really strong. It's not about you. It's all about them. Learn how to be the type of person who your role is not to become people's friends that you're selling to. It's actually to help them get what they want in life. And when you get wildly committed to helping people get what they want in life, then you stop buying into people's limiting beliefs. And then people start to win around you. I hope that this morning's 6 a.m. Coffee with Shanda was a game changer in the way that you're thinking. I hope that it helps you really rock out your Black Friday enrollments and offers. I hope that it helps you make a difference for maybe just one more person today that you're going to help them walk across the line. If you want myself and my team to teach you how to become incredible at sales, and you want to be incredible at training somebody to sell for you so that you can have leverage, then go grab my Black Friday offer, which is helpmeshanda.com/Black Friday. Instagram, it's in my bio. Facebook, it's in the descriptor. All right, you guys, I will see you tomorrow morning. It is Thanksgiving in the United States tomorrow morning. I will be doing 6 a.m. coffee with Shanda, so please feel free to come join me and we'll have an incredible, lovely morning together. All right, good morning. Adios. Bye.